If you're watching this video, you've expressed interest in learning more about opportunities to enter into revenue-sharing partnership with Lifework Systems. We look forward to exploring that further with you, and we thank you. Here's what's covered in this video agenda. Why partner with Lifework Systems? Lifework Systems partnership objectives. Lifework Systems products and services. Stepping stones to win-win opportunities, partnership designations and revenue sharing terms, and next steps. I'm the CEO of Lifework Systems. I'm really excited to share with you a topic called Your Extraordinary Workplace. And it's really all about why and how to create a culture that allows people to be successful in this 21st century. People are your greatest asset. And when you have a workplace culture that's excellent, it helps you to overcome a lot of challenges that are part of our world today. For example, we have such speed of change now. Things that used to take years or months can take a day or a week. And so people are scrambling to understand things like robotics or artificial intelligence or digital transformation or globalization. So there's a lot of complexity that people are dealing with, and they need to have what's called agile behavior to go with that set of speedy technologies that are coming in right now. The other thing is that we have a lot of diversity issues that are just up for all of us, maybe because we're so global now in our communications, but there's a lot of diversity where people are still at odds with each other over religion or politics or genderism, or even the intergenerational is a big deal. And also people are not necessarily staying fully engaged in their lives. A lot of them are shutting down. And in fact, the statistics show that 71% of people are shutting down either in a big way or a smaller way, and that it costs organizations over $1 million for every 100 people if they don't get that in order. And also, people are struggling with, how do I stay ahead of the competition? How do I stay relevant? For example, out of all of the Fortune 500 companies in 1955, only 26 of them have survived to today. So it's a big deal to be paying attention to what's coming next. And there's also the issues of how do we deal with, all the negative behavior that is very evident and kind of in our faces right now. And what are the costs to us as human beings when we're not managing stress and we're not managing our wellness? So those are some of the reasons, is those goals and those challenges that we're facing right now, we have to have excellent people. One of the challenges I have as a performance management specialist and a culture specialist is people really understanding what is wrong, what's the problem. Systems we have been using for centuries, it's time to dismantle those. And people are uncomfortable with the thought of dismantling them because they are not sure what they would put in place instead. And they become afraid of, well, what if what I've been doing is now outdated? Does that make me outdated? So the first kinds of culture that I want to talk about are the kinds of culture that are driven by control as the priority. In these kinds of models, profitability is more important than people. People are kind of treated in a transactional, almost dehumanized way, in a sense of, we're just sort of a cog in the machine. There's always hierarchy and a use of power over and power under dynamics, win-lose. There's a high emphasis on external motivation and just getting people to do what I said. So basically, if they just comply, that's best I can expect. And so what we do is we kind of do what's called spitting in the soup of the control models, because they're very popular and they look like they work. Once there's a willingness to look and question the outdatedness of some of those models, then it's important to know what to put into the vacuum, what to replace them with, so that you don't fall back on what you've always known. Einstein said we can't solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The thinking and the control models are the problem, the way we caused the problem. So what do we transform into? In a responsibility-based culture, relationships are everything. Relationships are primary. We're not transactional. We're not feeling like cogs in a machine. And the power is being celebrated, and it's being recognized, it's being guided, and it's being shared. And people are being developed from the inside out, And no one's settling for compliance. We're going for the big result, which is commitment. And I think for many executives and managers, they still hold this mindset that we only have to invest in developing our senior team and our mid-level managers and our supervisors. And the reality is that's like saying, oh, we'll just give cell phones to the top people. And it's really not necessarily a good idea. But a lot of times people haven't wrapped their head around the fact that you can equip everyone. With today's technology and the ability of people to do things virtually, it's affordable and it's very convenient for people to all be developed at the same time. And so they don't necessarily understand the ramifications of holding on to the old culture models when it's very important for them to progress into the new culture model. It takes a very strong positive ego to be an effective leader that develops other leaders and that can move forward without clinging to old ways of doing things. The last thing that I want to say is that when you have an extraordinary workplace culture, what you've done is you've created this supportive system so that the managers aren't they're freed up to run the productivity and meet the objectives of the business because all of the employees are part of supporting a culture of excellence, an extraordinary culture. You may be wondering, why partner with Lifework Systems? We're hoping you're feeling drawn to do so because you like and want to be part of our mission to create a world in which all people love their lives. When we say create a world, we're talking about the conditions and the conversations that allow people to expand into their greatest human potential and to be their best when they're alone and together. When that happens, people love their lives at work and at home. You may also feel drawn to be part of our vision. Our vision is to fulfill our mission in partnerships with like-minded, like-hearted thought leaders and change agents worldwide. Are you feeling called to be a part of that with us? Our human systems aren't working anymore. The way of superior versus inferior, or management versus employee, or adult versus child. The time has come where we as a society must recognize how important our happiness as individuals and as a caring community. In light of this, our greatest objective is to provide a clear path forward, leading people into a necessary transformational process so that together we all evolve into our most vital and resilient selves. The main service we provide at Lifework Systems is a 12-month guided culture transformation process. This is comprehensive, virtual, scalable, with a train-the-trainer component, consulting oversight by our culture transformation experts, and integration of the model into the operations of a business. In the 10 steps shown, you can see that this includes multiple assessments, return on investment targets, training for individuals and employee-led review groups, conversion to a mentoring community, and help so that the organization integrates and sustains the changes. We help develop internal people who become subject matter experts on the culture and eventually oversee the process going forward with their existing and future employees. Our model is about distributing responsibility to all, and we do the same by transferring responsibility to the organizations so that they become self-reliant in this process. In addition to our year-long guided culture process, some clients opt for a self-led version and others for our standalone services. It's possible you could participate in some of these services too. When we use the words stepping stones, what we're really saying is that these are simple steps that lead to opening doors for Lifework Systems. We'll be covering what these steps can be, but first we need to establish the types of partners and what steps are aligned with each partner designation. There are currently 4 types of partner designations, each with a different revenue share associated with it. The first is called an affiliate partner. This is when an organization wants to represent our products and services and any of our stepping stones on their website. When this particular type of marketing is done on our behalf and it results in a sale, this partner is paid a 15% revenue share. The second type of partner is called a referral partner. This is a person who wants to provide us with email introductions. When such introductions lead to business sold by a Lifework Systems salesperson, a revenue share of $75 is paid for every $500 in sales and is capped at a maximum of $300. The third type of partner is a collaborator partner. This type of partner is one that opens doors for us in a variety of possible ways that are beyond email introductions, but do not require knowing how to sell or close business. Collaborator partners receive 20% of all sales that are made by a Lifework Systems sales representative. Our fourth type of partner is called a strategic partner. They not only open doors for Lifework Systems, but they additionally, and with our help, write our products and services into their own contracts and close deals. Strategic partners are paid 25% revenue on all sales. Another way some partners can and want to make revenues is by becoming a Lifework Systems consultant that oversees our year-long guided culture transformation projects. They sit in on employee-led small group review sessions. They share feedback on post-training surveys with each month's group leaders. They prepare each month's group leaders, and they sit in on various mentoring pairs to ensure that the concepts and tools are being understood and that they become living through practice and emotional intelligence. This ensures that everyone not only grows in awareness of themselves and their relationship dynamics, but that each takes steps to manage themselves and their relationships. When partners participate in Oversight Consulting, they're paid 60% of the hourly rate charged to the client. They have input into the rate, and they're provided the first right of refusal in any projects for which they were the partner to open the door. It's important that you're aware of what kind of leaders we're looking for in a prospect. We want you to focus on psychographics. In other words, what are the characteristics necessary to adopt the kind of culture model that we provide? The first psychographic is whether this leader has ample awareness. Are they aware of what's going on in the world? Do they know about current and future trends? Do they know what's happening in culture evolution? Or how to focus on culture in ways that positively impact their revenue growth, their ability to pivot, their agility, and what will ensure that they maintain their competitive advantage now and in the future. The second thing we look for is an awareness of needs. Is this leader aware of deficits and challenges? Are they aware of what's needed regarding them? Are they tolerant of losses? Or are they convicted about improving? Are they behind the times? Do they even know? The third thing we look for is passion and conviction. Is this leader chomping at the bit to stay relevant, competitive, to be effective, to achieve or maintain excellence? Are they passionately committed to develop their people and make sure that the conditions and conversations in their culture system are supportive to everyone in growing the business together? The fourth thing we look for is this leader trend forward and innovative, a thought leader and courageous as opposed to one who's risk averse, without vision, or who's tolerant of complacency? Does this person have a positive, helpful ego, and is this person willing and eager to develop other leaders? And last of all, does this leader have budget, and is there a willingness for this leader to invest time and money into culture and people transformations to positively affect performance, engagement, and the outcomes of the business? The Lifework Systems Exploration Culture Wellness Assessment is a powerful free stepping stone to fast-tracking a meaningful connection with a Lifework Systems prospect. This survey was originally created with one top executive in mind, one who's in charge of employee engagement, culture, agility, and staff performance. Recently, this survey has been updated to optionally include feedback from everyone in an organization. An executive has the option to distribute the survey to an entire workforce with several levels of questions per 3 distinct roles. They are executives, management personnel, and frontline staff members. A final detailed report is provided with helpful feedback so that this executive gains self and organizational awareness about their workplace culture score, their culture practices, the volume and kind of challenges, their trends, and their desired but missing or lacking workforce behaviors. When an executive fills out the survey, they choose their role as executive, which is someone in the C-suite or who has a VP title. And they complete an extended version of this survey, which takes about 10 minutes to complete, depending on whether they add comments, which is encouraged. In the executive version, they select challenges from a list unique to them, as well as desirable but absent or poorly performed workforce behaviors. And then they rank the importance of these, identifying their top 3 choices. When members of management and frontline staff complete the survey, which only takes about 2 to 3 minutes maximum, they skip all the questions about culture practices, and instead they select and rank a set of challenges and desired workforce behaviors that are unique to their roles. Lifework Systems provides you with some initial possible wording along with a live link to the survey so that you can help business leaders you know benefit from taking measure of their workplace culture wellness and priority concerns of their staff at all levels. This survey and report is free for one top executive and all managers and frontline staff who participate in the survey. If more than one executive leader takes the longer detailed survey, a detailed report on each executive's area or department is provided at a nominal cost of $30 per each work area. I cannot overstate the importance of promoting this survey. It does for relationships with prospects what was once accomplished in effective initial sales conversations in the past, namely asking meaningful and considerate questions of the business leader. What happens is that executives and any staff who complete this survey each gains a significant amount of aha awarenesses right away, and then even more as they review their free report. This prepares a top executive and senior team to engage in a rich and relevant conversation with Lifework Systems afterwards and facilitates them wanting to move in the direction of solutions regarding what they've learned. Another offering is a survey by Ntrinsx provided by one of our content partners. It's fun, it increases social intelligence, and it's really helpful. We use it in our projects, interweaving it into our training content. Ntrinsx allows us to offer 3 prospective executives this survey. The normal cost is $55 for each survey. All 3 executives also receive 3 free surveys for their family members. Ntrinsx makes it easy to learn, store, view, share, and leverage the internal values in oneself and others, and to improve relationships. This survey helps individuals and teams at work and at home. After completing the survey, each leader receives a full report. This free offering can be one of several ways to begin engaging a prospect. The most significant challenge we face in bringing forward our culture process is educating people on what they don't know that they don't know. Workplace culture is a phrase that means many things to many people, and to most, their idea of healthy culture does not resemble the characteristics in our model. The majority of leaders need some initial exposure to our responsibility-based culture model. Without this, they fail to understand what, how, and why to transform from a conventional culture model in which hierarchical dynamics are the foundation to one where everyone is taught, supported, and expected to pick up responsibility for oneself and for the team. One way that you can open doors for Lifework Systems is to send event links or videos of events to leaders who fit our ideal psychographics. Exposure to our events gives them the necessary introduction to what we mean by healthy workplace culture, so that they begin to understand what needs to be dismantled and what should be put in place instead. For some prospects, speaking directly with a Lifework Systems consultant is what they're most comfortable doing because they want to express their specific goals, challenges, needs, and barriers, and they want to express it to someone who can speak to them with real-world experience about how these issues have been addressed within our service offerings. During a free consult, a prospect has plenty of time to ask questions and gain awareness of the concepts and our approach that they may have never heard of or considered. Similar to our events, public speaking opportunities that you bring to Lifework systems or that you send prospects to attend are a great way to demonstrate our thought leadership, our experience, and our systems approach. When you set up or introduce such an opportunity to us, you are qualified for revenue sharing from sales that result from any efforts you have put into those who attend. Another way to help prospects connect with Lifework systems is to send them to one or both of our websites. Our main site has a lot of useful information, including articles, statistics, service offerings, video interviews, speaking topics, podcasts, and testimonials. At the bottom of every page are free offers. On our courses site, prospects can check out information on and then purchase our online training courses. For some people, they want an in-depth understanding about culture change, and they seek the answers to questions like, how do I assess my culture, or what should we transform from into, or how do I go through a transformation process while I'm running my business? For this person, they may be a candidate to send a link to my book, What's the Deal with Workplace Culture Change? It's free on our website, and it's $10 on Amazon, where they can check out the 5-star reviews. We have literally hundreds of published articles that I've written and some from industry giants, all in the articles section of our website. The industry articles are written by giants like Forbes and Inc. and Deloitte, and those articles highlight various trends such as agile, globalization, managing complexity, digital transformation, trauma-informed systems, and what is a teal culture model. In each article, we connect the dots for our readers between today's trends and the kind of culture model that's needed, which is a responsibility-based culture. By sending people to any of our articles, prospects who want to better understand our thought leadership and the concepts and tools we offer can see these from many different angles. Our articles provide clarity, create curiosity in, and build credibility in those reading them. As you know, videos are a powerful way to communicate. We have hundreds of video podcasts, radio, and TV interviews. We also have videos of client case studies, client testimonials, and clips from our training sessions. You've gotten to know Lifework systems through initial videos we sent you. Links to our videos are provided for those connections that you know need to better understand what we do and why it matters in an audio-visual way. One way you can capture the attention of and develop the awareness in a prospect is by offering one executive a free online version of our Redirecting Negative Behavior program, which is normally priced at $175. This free online program brings about a direct experience regarding the unique quality, concepts, and the kinds of tools we provide. From this, they often want to learn more or get more involved with Lifework systems. On our courses website, there's a free program shown there called an eLearning Intro and Demo module. This is a module that introduces our online center and describes many details in our guided culture transformation process, including the role of the executive in introducing the process to their staff. A sample portion of our modules is provided so that a person watching gains a sense of the pace and flow of the entire process. This is another way to introduce what we do in our primary service and how it looks and feels. Also on our courses website, we sell a 3-month version of all steps within the comprehensive guided culture transformation process. The goal of this sample project is to help a team of organizational stakeholders gain experience in the process and recognize the value proposition in our guidance and in the model components. Another stepping stone on our courses website is called the Leader Review course. In this program, executives and other leaders within an organization have the opportunity to review all of the major concepts and tools that are included in our 12-month guided culture transformation process. They gain this information without the added deep dive steps of assessments, group review sessions facilitated by all of the employees, or monthly mentoring or systems integration. The purpose of this leader review program, which is 24 hours in length and can be delivered in as few as 3 days or as long as 3 months, is to help the CEO and the senior team and the managers understand and buy into the model, the concepts, and the tools for the organization. For those partners who wish to be trained as a Lifework Systems Oversight Consultant, or for internal staff members in a prospect organization who wish to become culture subject matter experts, we offer a formal certification program to provide insight into the concepts and tools in our culture transformation process and how to oversee the adoption of our model in its most comprehensive form. This program is delivered in 28 hours and can be completed in as few as 4 days, 7 weeks, or 14 weeks. This program is offered to equip individuals to effectively lead others in adopting our model too. This section is to clarify, using sample sales, the revenue shares for referral, affiliate, collaborator, and strategic partners who open doors and connect us to likely buyers. This table shows a variety of sales closed by a Lifework Systems representative, the revenues generated from each sale, and what the share would be for each type of partner. Some factors are variable, such as proposal pricing for various services and whether the partner is also participating as a paid consultant in the project. As you can see, if we sold a sample project to 10 people, the overall price tag would be $3,950 with revenues for a referral partner at $300, $593 for an affiliate partner, $790 for a collaborator partner, and $988 for a strategic partner. If we sold a 12-month process to 33 people, the overall price tag would be $67,294. The revenues for a referral partner would be $300, $10,094 for an affiliate partner, $13,459 for a collaborator partner, and $16,824 for a strategic partner. If we sold our Redirecting Negative Behavior course to 10 people, the overall price tag would be $1,750. The revenues for a referral partner would be $250, $263 for an affiliate partner, $350 for a collaborator partner, and $438 for a strategic partner. If you were responsible for opening doors to all of the above services, the total for all of them would be $72,994, $850 for a referral partner, $10,949 for an affiliate partner, $14,599 for a collaborator partner, and $18,249 for a strategic partner. In all of these scenarios, the shares are based on Lifework Systems delivering the services. For relatively little effort, but of extraordinary importance to Lifework Systems, partners can be well compensated for making key connections and helping to open initial doors. This creates win-win outcomes for the partner, Lifework Systems, and the end clients who gain tremendous support and value. So you might be wondering, what are the next steps? First, Lifework Systems sends you a non-disclosure agreement or an NDA for your signature. Next, upon receiving the signed NDA, you're sent a document outlining all stepping stone activities and ideas for how to represent them. Then, a schedule of partner activities, including communications with Lifework Systems, is discussed and agreed upon. Finally, terms that include the partnership designation or designations, the revenue shares, and payment schedule are drafted into a contract and signed by both the partner and Lifework Systems. As you come to the end of this video, once more, we remind you that our mission is to create a world in which all people love their lives, and that one of our primary visions is to fulfill our mission in partnerships with like-minded, like-hearted thought leaders and change agents worldwide. When we say we want a world in which all people love their lives, we mean you too. The question for you to consider is entering into a partnership with Lifework Systems something that will help me better love my life? If so, we heartily welcome you to a partnership relationship with us. Thank you very much for considering a partnership with Lifework Systems. Should you enter such a relationship with us, we commit to support you in every possible way.